Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deanna. This is Jesus Encounter TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below, comment down below, introduce yourself. Also, like this video, watch this video all the way into the end, and if this video blesses you, please share this video with someone that you know that this video may bless also. I wanted to come on and talk to you guys today about a dream that I had a few weeks ago. I really feel led to share this dream, and this video will be titled "It's a Distraction." I I'm not a type of person, I don't dream very vivid dreams all of the time, but when I do, I know it's something very specific that the Lord is saying to me, a direction or something he wants to warn me about or anything like that. But I had a very vivid dream a little while ago about I was driving down the street in my car, minding my own business, and I had pulled it. I noticed on the right side of the street that there was it looked like there was this event being set up. This big event was being set up, and I pulled over and I went to go stop and ask, did they need any help setting up the event? And so when I pulled over to help or inquire on if whoever's event, I didn't know whose event this was, but I wanted to offer them my help. And so when I pulled in and I saw someone who was familiar to me, who I've known for quite some time now, helping to set up this event. And so I was like, I was excited because I hadn't seen that person in a long time. And so I was like, hey, how you doing? Whatever the case may be. And I was like, do you guys need any help? And she was like, yeah. And so under this, it was kind of like a tent or a park covering, in the older parks, like in my city, they have wooden picnic areas or whatever, where you can set up if you're having a cookout, barbecue or whatever, but it was like a huge one. And she was like, yeah, you can, those tables need to be set up, the tablecloths and everything needs to be put on those tables. And so I saw all of that stuff, coolers and pop and different things like that you needed to put in the coolers and get them ready for the people who were going to come to the event. And so when I saw her, I recognized her, but she looked really aged. She looked like I could tell she was familiar. I knew who she was, but she didn't look like she did the last time I saw her. And then the next person I came across was someone who also that I'm cool with, who was who maybe it was someone I had a crush on, or there was a romantic interest there. And so I went to go speak to the person, and at first I was like, hey, kind of excited to see them, but then it was almost like a thought hit my head, and I was like, forget them, I'm not going to go talk to them. And I proceeded on to what I was going to go do. And at that moment, I noticed, even though I had my phone when I came up to the encampment, I noticed I didn't have my phone anymore. And so I went to go look for my phone, and I ended up finding it on a sofa in the middle of the tent. Now it was really out of place. I found it on a sofa in the middle of the tent, but it was with all these other phones, and it looked like someone had stashed them there. And so I saw the phones, my phone, all these other phones. So I went to try to go find the woman who I knew, to ask her, I found all these phones. What can we, who can I take them to make sure they get back to the people who they belong to? Because it looks like someone took them and stashed them over there or whatever. And then as I was trying to find who to give these phones back to, I saw my own family sitting in the back of the tent or the picnic covering. But it was like they were having a barbecue. Like, it was totally separate from this event. But it was like it went from one thing to another, and I saw them and I went to speak and, hug them and say, hey, and they was asking me what I was doing. I was like, well, I'm trying to get these phones back to whoever they belong to. But in the process of me kept looking for them, it was like I couldn't balance all the phones in my hand. I kept dropping them and trying to pick them up. It was like it was too many for me. And then once I saw, like my family, and I wasn't able to really focus on them too much because I had these phones in my hand, and this was like my main focus. So I ignored the gentleman. I ignored and was away from the woman who I knew, but she looked like she looked like she wasn't well. And then I wasn't able to talk to my family, but I was so focused on these phones that I was missing everything else that was going on, and the main purpose of what I came over there to do, which was help the event. And so once I noticed these, what was going on, I woke up. And so that's what leads me to come and talk to you guys, to share this dream with you, and to talk to you guys about distractions. In that dream, there was so many other things that I should have been, and God wanted me to focus on in those dreams, but I couldn't focus because I was too distracted by what was going on in my hands with these phones. And I wanted to tell you all the same thing about what's going on in your life. Don't be so distracted by meaningless things that you miss what God is wanting to do in your life and around you, with the people around you. Like, God is literally showing me different people, this person in front of me who is looks to be sick or ill and aged much more than what she was the last time I saw her, but I couldn't focus on her because I was distracted by these phones. And so that's why I wanted to title this video, It's a Distraction, because God wants you to regain your focus in this season. Something has distracted you from the main purpose and the main thing in your life, and that is keeping your eyes on Him, and B, doing what it is that He actually called you to do, that He actually told you to do, that He actually is purposing you to do. And so I just wanted to jump on here and kind of give this prophetic word and warning to whoever may see this. Regain your focus. Take your focus off of those things that are distracting you, whether it be people, places, things, your communication, work, whatever it is. Take your focus off of that and put it back onto God, and allow Him to show you what He wants you to be doing. So hopefully this blessed you. It definitely did me. Again, comment down below, introduce yourself, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.